welcome. You're watching The Buck Stops Here and I'm Barkha Dutt. We are continuing with our special series through the week, the Kashmir Diaries. Over this week, you have seen this program travel to different parts of the state, from south to north Kashmir, covering a range of different issues, from the return of Kashmiri Pandits to the valley, to asking why young, educated local boys are picking up the gun and becoming militants, some of them school toppers, to today asking why there is such a storm over Sainik colonies. After all, why should the Kashmiri soldiers be treated as outsiders in their own state? What are the political parties so concerned about in the valley? These are the different issues on our ground series, the Kashmir Diaries, coming to you from different parts of the state through the week, bringing you special ground reports on all the contemporary issues that New Delhi needs to be paying attention to. Today, of course, let's start with taking a brief look at the elections. This election was critically important. It was in the sensitive area of Anantnag in South Kashmir. But even more crucially, this is, of course, Mehbooba Mufti's own election. She was a member of parliament. She now has to, of course, win this election to become an MLA. The big relief, of course, is that the election has been peaceful. This was a trouble area. It's a militant, infested area. Really, South Kashmir has become the epicenter of militant violence, but the election has passed off peacefully, and that is the big headline. Of course, there is attention being paid to the turnout. The turnout is a little over 33%. That is not as high as in 2014 in December, when it was about 40%. But the big news on that, peaceful elections, we'll be looking at what that election represents later on in the program. All right, let's get started now with our ground report tonight. Sainik colonies sitting far away in Delhi. You may wonder, what is this controversy about? What is the big deal if soldiers want to, retired soldiers that is, want to live in a neighborhood that is a kind of enclave and that the government gives subsidized land to them? This happens in other cities. In fact, there's already more than one Sainik colony in Jammu. So why has this one particular issue created such a big political storm here in the valley? Now, the PDP-BJP government has gone on record, Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti saying there is no proposal to create a Sainik colony, but ex-servicemen are objecting to that. They're saying, why should this not be our right? The opposition as well as the separatists are saying the PDP and the BJP are not talking in one voice. As the entire issue gets mired in politics, we traveled 3 hours out of Srinagar to remote villages in North Kashmir. Many of these villages actually send men to military service, and we met retired soldiers in these villages to try and get a sense of why this Sainik colony issue is so important to the soldiers of the Kashmir Valley. Apple orchards, where Kashmir's famous delicious variety awaits seasonal bloom. Miles and miles of paddy fields. Village schoolgirls headed out for studies on a gentle summer morning. This is rural Kashmir in all its splendor, a picture postcard of idyllic charm. But under the surface of this pastoral beauty is a long simmering debate, one that could boil over any moment. Should ex-servicemen of Jammu and Kashmir be sanctioned land at subsidized rates where they can live in separate neighborhoods or Sainik colonies? According to them, there are an estimated 7,000 ex-servicemen in the Kashmir Valley alone and over 7,000 still in active duty. For now, all the valley-based parties, whether it's the National Conference or the PDP and the separatist groups, have come in on the same side of the debate. They're all adamantly against these Sainik colonies, arguing that it is an effort to bring in outsiders through the back door and change the demographics of the state. But those who are advocating for the Sainik colonies, especially the ex-servicemen, make the point that by law, Jammu and Kashmir state subjects are allowed to buy land anywhere. And they say that all of the ex-servicemen are state subjects and hence there should be no problem with the Sainik colonies. We are deep in the interiors of North Kashmir. It is from these remote villages that many homes send their men into the military service. There is no proper public transport link to these far-flung areas, and it takes us over 2 hours to reach just the entry point of what is known as Creary Model Village. But it will be another 40 minutes up a bumpy, rocky dust track till we reach a hamlet that is right on top of a small mountain. Here we see 2 old men walking slowly up the hill slopes. One is hobbling along with the help of a wooden stick. Abdul Khali Khande and Muhammad Shaban Khande are both neighbors and cousins. They have spent nearly 2 decades each in the service of the Indian Army. They are also part of an ex-servicemen's group that has been agitating for Sainik colonies. We walk with them first to Abdul Khaliq's home. The women and children gather around, curious and excited. No one from Delhi, or in fact even Srinagar, has ever come to visit them. Abdul Khaliq pulls out a photograph of himself in army uniform and proudly shows it off to the villagers gathered around. He tells us about his 19 years in the army. Like all Jawans, he had to retire young when he was just 40. Since then, the only work Abdul could find is to till the small field he owns. Sainik colonies in the cities, he says, could open up the door for new economic opportunities, both for him and his children. Abdul Saab, आप फौज में कितने साल रहे?
जी हम 19 साल 9 दिन रहे फौज में.
सिख रेजिमेंट में?
सिख रेजिमेंट में, 14 सिख.
अच्छा, आपने फौज में भर्ती होने का फैसला कैसे किया, क्यों किया?
फौज में भर्ती होने का फैसला किया जबकि मेरे पास बेरोजगारी था, कोई नौकरी चाकरी नहीं था. फिर हमने सोचा कि अगर जगह मिलेगा तो फौज में, इसलिए बाद में मैं फौज में भर्ती हो गया.
तो कैसे रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस 19 साल का?
19 साल का बहुत अच्छा रहा मेरे को फौज में, बहुत ही अच्छा रहा.
और आपने सेवा की?
बहुत सेवा किया है.
कुछ एक्शन भी देखा होगा. कहाँ कहाँ पोस्टिंग हुई आपकी?
पोस्टिंग हमारा आसाम में हुआ है,
अच्छा।
गढ़वाल में हुआ है, नागालैंड में हम 5 साल रहे हैं, जैंड के इसमें रहा, बॉर्डर पे रहा है, राजस्थान में रहा है.
बहुत घूमा आपने, बहुत देखा, बहुत ड्यूटी की.
जी हाँ, बहुत ज्यादा.
अच्छा अब्दुल साहब, ये बताइए कि ये जो लड़ाई चल रही है एक कि सैनिकों को, एक्स सर्विसमैन को
जी
एक अपनी सैनिक कॉलोनी मिलनी चाहिए
जी,
इसको लेके आपका क्या ख्याल है?
हमारा लेके ये ख्याल है कि अगर हमारे को ये मिल जाता तो हम तो बहुत अच्छा रहता.
अच्छा
जी.
क्यों आपको मतलब इतने सैनिकों को ये कॉलोनी क्यों चाहिए? लोगों को समझाइए इसकी अहमियत क्या है.
जी, इसकी अहमियत है, बहुत ज्यादा अहमियत है. क्या हमारे को एक ऐसे सैनिक कॉलोनी अगर मिल जाए तो हमारे को बसने की सूरत हो जाएगा, हमारे को और प्रॉब्लम जो है सब दूर हो जाएंगे.
मुझे एक बात बताइए, अब जैसे आप एक इतने सुंदर गांव में रहते हैं, हालांकि हमें 2.5 घंटे लग गए श्रीनगर से पहुंचते पहुंचते, लेकिन सुंदर है, आपकी जमीन है, अब आप खेती का काम करते हैं शायद. तो अगर सैनिक कॉलोनी बन भी जाती है तो क्या आप यहाँ से छोड़ के वहाँ जाएंगे रहने?
जी, क्यों नहीं है. अगर हमारे को वहाँ जगह मिलेगा, यहाँ की जगह तो यहीं रहेगी.
हाँ,
तो वहाँ हम अपना गुजारा कर सकते हैं.
मतलब और कुछ कर सकते
और
हैं,
बिजनेस कर सकते हैं, कोई और काम कर सकते हैं, या उधर सिटी है, उधर हमारे को 10 पैसे मिल जाएंगे.
क्योंकि लोग ये भी नहीं समझते कि फौज में तो काफी यंग उम्र पे आपकी रिटायरमेंट हो जाती
जी
है.
हाँ.
आप शायद 40 साल के थे जब आप रिटायर हो गए?
हाँ, जी,
40 साल की उम्र होगी. तो उसके बाद क्या काम किया आपने?
उसके बाद में हमने खाली जमींदारी का काम किया है.
मतलब जमीन खेती का
काम किया है, किसान का काम किया है.
किसान का काम किया.
जी.
अपनी जमीन है,
अपनी जमीन है।
पर आप ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर सैनिक कॉलोनी होती तो आप शहर में जाके
बसेंगे।
तो शहर में बसना चाहते हैं?
हाँ बिल्कुल सर।
क्यों ये छोड़ के शहर में क्यों बसना चाहते हैं?
उधर इसलिए बसना चाहते हैं, उधर का रहन सहन और है, इधर का रहन सहन और है।
तो आपको लगता है वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी ज्यादा है?
वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी ज्यादा है, उधर अच्छा है,
और बच्चे कुछ और करना चाहे तो कर सकते हैं,
उधर जो चाहे वो हो सकता है।
अच्छा मुझे एक बात बताइए, आप भी सुन रहे होंगे कि एक राजनीतिक झगड़ा पड़ गया है और यहाँ के लोग कहते हैं कि भाई ऐसी कॉलोनी नहीं बननी चाहिए क्योंकि बाहर वाले लोग आएंगे, तो इसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
अगर बाहर वाले लोग आएंगे वो गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर मनसर है
हाँ।
कि वो जेएंडके के लिए बनाए या बाहर वालों के लिए बनाए।
जी।
अगर वो हमारे लिए बनाएगा तो हमारा हक है, अगर उसके अलावा उसको और किसी को देना होगा तो वो गवर्नमेंट जाने, उसके साथ हमें कोई वास्ता नहीं है।
पर वो तो यही मुद्दा बना के आपकी भी कॉलोनी रोके हुए हैं ना कि भाई बाहर वाले आ जाएंगे।
नहीं, हमारा वो मतलब नहीं है, अगर बाहर वाले आ जाएंगे वो तो गवर्नमेंट की मर्जी है ना।
अच्छा आप मुझे एक बात बताइए कि आपको कभी बुरा लगता है कि भाई आप कश्मीरी हैं, यहाँ के लोकल हैं,
हाँ
मतलब जहाँ हम बैठे हैं इससे ज्यादा कश्मीरी जगह क्या हो सकती है, लेकिन फिर भी कई बारी लोग कहते हैं भाई सैनिक कॉलोनी नहीं बननी चाहिए, आपका जो हक है वो कहते हैं वो आपको दिया नहीं जा रहा, तो बुरा लगता है?
बहुत बुरा। अगर हमारा हक हमारे को नहीं मिलेगा तो बहुत बुरा ही है, अच्छा तो नहीं है ना। जो हमारा आपका हक है आपको तो मिलना चाहिए।
और आप कह रहे हैं सैनिक कॉलोनी आपका हक है?
हाँ, सैनिक कॉलोनी हमारा हक है, वो हमारे को मिलना चाहिए, जैसे कि जम्मू में मिला है।
हाँ।
और लोगों ने लिया है
जी,
बस रहे हैं वहाँ पर। ये हमारे जो साथ वाले ऑफिसर थे या और लोग थे वो अभी भी वहाँ बस रहे हैं
जम्मू में?
जी हाँ, सैनिक कॉलोनी में उनको मिला है वहाँ जगह।
और ये जो इतना झगड़ा पड़ गया, अब लगता है कि कभी नहीं बनेगी सैनिक कॉलोनी? क्या
नहीं, अगर गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो बन सकता है, ऐसे तो कभी नहीं हो सकता कि नहीं बनेगा। गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर मनसर है, सिविल तो उसके ऊपर कोई ना डिमांड कर सकता है ना कमांड कर सकता है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट उसकी डिमांड भी कर सकता है तो कमांड भी कर सकता है।
आपको कभी लगता है कि जो कश्मीरी आ जाते हैं फौज में या पुलिस में भी, वो एक तरह से फंस जाते हैं क्योंकि उनके कौम के लोग उनको वो रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देते जो उनको मिलनी चाहिए, तो एक तरफ मिलिटेंसी रहता है, दूसरी तरफ आपकी अपनी कौम के लोग आपके खिलाफ कई बार बोलते हैं?
देखिए, अगर इंसान खुद अच्छा है तो उसके लिए सभी दुनिया अच्छा है, अगर खुद अच्छा नहीं है तो उसके लिए सभी दुश्मन, सभी खराब है।
कभी बुरा लगा?
हमें कभी बुरा नहीं लगा इस चीज का।
और आप मुझे बताइए, आपने मिलिटेंसी भी देखी, कभी बॉर्डर पे एक्शन भी देखा?
बहुत ज्यादा।
कुछ बताइए, कहाँ कहाँ?
सर, हम जब नागालैंड में थे
जी।
सन 1977 में वहां गए थे
जी।
वहां 5 साल हम रहा। 5 साल में खाली मिलिटेंसी ही चलती थी, जूता नहीं खोलते थे, उधर यही एक्शन चलता था मिलिटेंसी के पीछे।
तो बहुत आपने एक्शन देखा?
बहुत ज्यादा देखा है। इसी तरह हम दूसरी जगहों में भी देखा है, बहुत ज्यादा। तो जब हम यहाँ पेंशन आए हैं, हम 92 में आए हैं, तो यहाँ बहुत जबरदस्त मिलिटेंसी था उस टाइम।
क्या आप मुझे बताइए, रिटायरमेंट के बाद गुजारा करना मुश्किल हो जाता है?
जी, ये तो सही बात है, बहुत गुजारा करना।
कितना पेंशन मिलता है?
जी, उस टाइम तो हमारे को 3000 रुपया पेंशन मिलता
महीने
था। पहले 1200 मिलता था,
और अब?
अभी तो हमारा 10,000 तक हो गया।
10,000 की पेंशन।
जी।
फिर भी आप चाहते हैं सैनिक कॉलोनी शहरों में बने, बदगाम या श्रीनगर में,
तो अच्छा है,
तो थोड़ा पैसे की भी
बचत हो जाएगा।
बचत हो जाएगी। तो आपने डट के लड़ाई करनी ही है।
बिल्कुल सही।
और आपको लगता है कि जैसे नागालैंड में आपने सेवा मिलिटेंसी
जी
झेली,
जी हाँ,
सेवा की
जी,
अब थोड़ा उसका हक
मिलना चाहिए, उसका थोड़ा हक मिलना चाहिए। जैसे कि कोई भी सैनिक है, जैसे उसने सैनिक में देखा है कि कैसे जंग होता है
जी,
उस जंग के बावजूद जब वो बच जाता है, बचकर जब वो घर आ जाता है, तो जो गवर्नमेंट उसको दे देगा या इस सैनिक का हक है वो उसको पूरा मिलना चाहिए। उनको भी
Suddenly we note a tremble in Abdul Khaliq's right hand. We then learn it's a disability wound from when he was a soldier trapped in an avalanche.
5 साल रहा।
आपके हाथ के साथ क्या हुआ और कब हुआ?
हम सर मलारी में ट्रेनिंग कर रहे थे।
ये कहाँ पे? गढ़वाल?
गढ़वाल में ट्रेनिंग कर रहे थे मलारी में
जी।
जब वहाँ से हम मूव किया है हेमकुंड साहब की तरफ।
जी जी।
तो
क्या हुआ फिर?
वहाँ काफी जबरदस्त स्नो था, बर्फ था
जी,
तूफान
जी।
तो वहाँ एक स्लेड हो गया।
हाँ।
स्लेड जो वहाँ अलकनंदा दरिया है चलता है
जी,
तो हमारी गाड़ी जो है उसमें चलेगी।
जी।
तो उसके बाद में हमारे यहाँ चोट लग गया, और भी कुछ जवान थे उनको भी चोट
क्या
लग गया।
हुआ गया आपके हाथ में?
तो ये फ्रैक्चर हो गया पूरा।
हाँ, पूरा
पूरा फ्रैक्चर हो गया। तो उसके
आज के
बाद
दिन
में
हाथ में अभी भी चोट है?
अभी भी चोट है, ये पूरा, ये देखो ना, सिलाई है वगैरह है, सब कुछ है इसमें।
हाँ, तो हाथ यूज कर पाते हैं पूरी तरह से?
पूरा यूज नहीं होता है।
Abdul's cousin Shahban, much older than him at 73, saw action in the 71 war between India and Pakistan. Even today, his eyes are brimming with tears as he recalls how his leg was injured during the war, and he almost killed himself so as to not slow down the rest of his unit. मैं देख रही थी कि आपके पैर में, टांग में
दर्द है,
दर्द है,
चोट
आप
है,
ये जो लकड़ी है इसको लेके चल रहे थे,
बिल्कुल।
कैसे आई ये चोट?
ये चोट जो है जबकि बमबार्ड पाकिस्तान का हुआ उत्तरलाई एयरपोर्ट में
71 की बात?
71 की बात है, रात की तकरीबन 2 बजे की बात है। हमारा ड्यूटी वहीं पर था,
उसी जगह पे?
हाँ, उसी जगह, रात राजस्थान में बाड़मेर। हम पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर की तरफ मूव हो गए वहां से सुबह। उसी में मेरे को क्या काम हो गया, मेरे को ये टांग जो है ना थक गई।
बॉम्ब लग गया?
बम नहीं लगा, थक गई।
अच्छा, रुक गई?
रुक गई मतलब चलना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया,
पैरालाइज हो गई?
पैरालाइज हो गया। ऐसे करके मैं गिर गया नीचे।
हाँ।
मैंने क्या काम किया, मैंने सोचा कि ये जिंदगी से मरना बेहतर है। फिर मैंने सोचा ये मैं जो है अपने आप को गोली से उड़ा दूंगा अभी। उसके बाद वो दूसरा उसका नाम था, उसने बोला अरे तुम क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? मैंने बोला कुछ नहीं यार, क्या कुछ नहीं है। बोला अरे बेवकूफ ऐसा मत करो। फिर मैंने बूट बांधा
और चले
और चला आस्ते आस्ते।
Shahban shares what many Kashmiri men who join the military or even the police go through. They're caught between two stools. Because of the insurgency and political alienation, they're often treated with suspicion by their own community. And now they say they do not even get their dues and respect as a soldier. मुझे एक बात बताइए, अब आपने इतना कुछ देखा, आपने वॉर देखी, 71 की वॉर में एक्शन देखा, अब ये सैनिक कॉलोनी का जो मुद्दा यहाँ पे हो रहा है, इसको लेके आप क्या कहेंगे?
सैनिक कॉलोनी ये बिल्कुल ठीक है, ये होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए। क्योंकि देखिए ये रहा अलग सवाल, हमारा स्टेट चीज जो केरला भी बोलता है वो भी बोलता है, ये इन लोग नासमझ आदमी है, ये नासमझी की बात हो रही है। हिंदुस्तान एक ऐसा मुल्क है, एक ऐसा मुल्क है जो कि हर एक को जगह देता है, पनाह देता है, ऐसा दूसरे मुल्क में नहीं है। बात सबसे बात ये है।
पर जब लोग कहते हैं कि बाहर के लोग आ जाएंगे और जम्मू कश्मीर में सिर्फ स्टेट सब्जेक्ट जमीन खरीद सकते हैं,
देखिए ये तो इनका जो है ना एक बहाना है। बहाना मतलब ऐसा होता है, देखिए चाहे कोई भी स्टेट हो, चाहे केरला हो, चाहे पंजाब हो, चाहे आसाम हो, कश्मीर है, ये सब एक है। ये अगर ये एक है तो कॉलोनी क्यों नहीं बनेगी?
पर आप जैसे यहाँ रहते हैं, कॉलोनी आएगी तो आप यहाँ से छोड़ के वहाँ रहेंगे?
क्यों नहीं रहेंगे, जाएंगे।
क्यों रहना है?
हमारे हक है वहाँ पर, हम जाएंगे, उसमें वहाँ पर हक है हमारा।
और आप कह रहे हैं कि जब लोग कहते हैं कि बाहर वाले लोग आ जाएंगे, ये बहाना है?
देखिए बाहर नहीं, ये नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ कि बाहर वाले लोग आ जाएंगे बाहर, ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ हक सबको बराबर है, इंडिया में रहने का हर एक को बराबर हक है।
अच्छा, आपको ये कभी लगता है कि जो यहाँ पे कश्मीरी लोग फौज में आते हैं, उनको जो एक रिस्पेक्ट मिलनी चाहिए वो नहीं मिलती अपने लोगों से?
देखिए ये तो बात सही है, ये आपने कही ना सही बात ये है कि जब कोई भी फौजी है उसको अच्छी नजर से
यहाँ नहीं देखते,
जैसे और स्टेटों में हमने देखा है,
वहाँ अच्छी तरह से
देखते, वहाँ अच्छी तरीके से। हम इसलिए हम ये सोचते हैं चलो ठीक है, यहाँ नहीं तो वहाँ सही।
इसके बावजूद आपका बेटा फौज में?
हाँ है फौज में मेरा बेटा।
आपको लगा कि मेरे कभी, क्योंकि आपने देखा कि यहाँ पर जो फौजी लोग होते हैं उनको इतनी अच्छी तरह से उनकी कौम के लोग,
जब मुल्क मेरा है, इस मुल्क को हिफाजत हमको करना है, इसलिए मैंने अपने बच्चों को भेज दिया है। ये मुल्क हमारा है, इस मुल्क के लिए हमको हिफाजत भी करनी है।
The paradox of the valley soldier is evident in army recruitment camps like this one of the Jammu and Kashmir Light Infantry. It's the only army regiment in India whose troops are drawn exclusively from the state of J&K. The long lines tell their own story. At this camp, there were 22,000 applicants for 55 seats. Many soldiers and retired chiefs are now backing the proposal for Sainik colonies.
I want to ask the people and the government of J&K state why are they depriving their own citizens who joined the armed forces of this welfare facility which is being provided to people from in all other states? Please, for heaven's sake, look after your own people.
With the issue of soldiers' colonies now mired in aggressive party politics, even Kashmiri separatists have joined the chorus of opposition.
You can't talk about Sainik colonies in isolation. What people of Kashmir fear is that there seems to be a deeper sense of a policy in terms of how the RSS is viewing Jammu and Kashmir, especially in the context of the fact that they are trying to deliberately undermine the Muslim character of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So the people fear here that it's not only in terms of Sainik colonies, but also in terms of, separate proposed townships for Kashmiri Pandits, the issue of, industrial policy where land is to be given to non-state subjects. So what we fear is that there is this policy where the people of Jammu and Kashmir are against any such move which is aimed at undermining the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
The ex-servicemen in the valley, however, point to Jammu, which has had Sainik colonies since the 1970s. Why should the Kashmir Valley be any different, they ask.
मैं डेफिनेटली आई सपोर्ट दिस व्यू कि और कॉलोनी होनी चाहिए। और जैसे अभी मान लो JNK में एक कॉलोनीज के ऊपर ये मुद्दा उठा था, हमें बड़ी हैरानगी लगती है कि ये मुद्दा कहाँ से उठा और क्यों उठा। इनफैक्ट गवर्नमेंट शुड हैव सपोर्टेड दिस व्यू। अभी आप देखिए, मैं जैकलाई का हूँ, जम्मू कश्मीर लाइट इन्फेंट्री, सारे हमारे जवान JNK के, श्रीनगर के भी हैं और रिमोट एरिया के, बारामूला उड़ी के भी हैं, गुरेज के भी हैं, द्रास के भी लड़के हैं, ले के हैं। तो हमारे साथ नौकरियां करते हैं। अब ये लोग इन लोगों की एरिया मैंने देखे हुए हैं, बहुत सारी एरिया मैंने देखे हुए हैं। अब इन लोगों को रिमोट एरिया में कैसे एजुकेशन देंगे बच्चों को? तो ये फैसिलिटी जब क्रिएट की जाएगी तो सब लोगों को फायदा होगा इसके लिए।
But the insurgency in Kashmir and the volatile nature of its politics means that what works in Jammu may not in the valley, leaving Abdul Rashid and Muhammad Shahban's hopes only a pipe dream for now. With Ruby Dhingra, Manu Nair, Rajan Singh and Ravindra Singh, Barkhadat for NDTV. All right, so those moving accounts from the two Kashmiri soldiers in a remote mountain village of North Kashmir. Why the storm over Sainik colonies? What are the valley-based politicians so scared of? Let's introduce our panel now. With me here by the Nagin Lake, Imran Nabidar of the National Conference, Engineer Rashid, independent MLA, who's an outspoken voice against Sainik colonies, Colonel Sheikh, who's from Kupwara, a Kashmiri soldier who's been agitating for Sainik colonies. Joining me, BJP Member of Parliament, Tarun Vijay. He's somebody who was the earliest to talk in favor of the Sainik colonies. General VP Malik, former Chief of Army Staff, and Brigadier Anil Gupta is also joining us from Jammu. He's also with the BJP. If I may start with the General first, and then I'll come to you, Tarun Vijay. General Malik, we heard what you said in that report of mine, that for God's sake you have to look after your soldier. But the argument being made here, not just from separatists, but from mainstream valley politicians, is that this is an attempt to change the demographics. Now, I don't understand that, because the ex-servicemen asking for Sainik colonies are all state subjects. But yet, this is the narrative that has been created here.
Look, I myself cannot understand why this discrimination which is going on. Let me first tell you that I'm very fond of soldiers from Jammu and Kashmir. I have served with soldiers who come from every corner of Jammu and Kashmir, and I must say that they have done us very proud, whether it was Siachen when they captured the Bana Peak, or during Kargil War when I saw 12 Jackalai do fantastic job in Batalik sector. And I have also seen when 3 bodies of these soldiers during Kargil War came for burial in Anantnag, there was a huge crowd, so much of support I have never seen for the soldiers in any part of Kashmir earlier. I am very fond of them, and I feel that the state government is just being discriminating. It is a discrimination, a welfare measure which all states have done for their state citizens who have joined the armed forces,
Okay.
and which has been going on since 1948-49. Don't forget the defense colony in Delhi came up like that. So since then it has been going on, and I cannot understand why this hullabaloo about this in the valley. It is their right, it is the right of the state government to look after its soldiers. So I cannot understand why this hullabaloo which is going on, this noise which is going on. It is a total good welfare measure for all the people, and as your people whom you have interviewed earlier, they have said it. I think they deserve this facility to be able to look after their children, to be able to pick up new jobs, for their children to study better. So you cannot have a better welfare measure than giving them, putting them in a Sainik colony or a housing complex for the soldiers.
So let me bring in Tarun Vijay now. Tarun Vijay, you have actually started this entire issue of Sainik colonies. You were the first politician to do so. You compared it to planting, bringing saffron to the Kashmir Valley. But there is already a lot of saffron in the Kashmir Valley. That's point one. And point two, while I agree with General Malik that Kashmiri soldiers should have the same rights as soldiers from the Jammu region, the fear here among many people is that this is an attempt to bring in non-state subjects. Now, as you know, Article 370 means that only state subjects can buy land. How do you respond to that fear, and how will you convince your ally, the PDP? Because Mehbooba Mufti has said there will be no Sainik colonies. So the BJP and the PDP are not talking in the same voice, Tarunji.
See, first of all, I would like to say that the Sainik colony name itself is wrong. Sainik colony means they are the Chirage Ummeed. They are the cities of hope. And Kashmir needs a healing touch, development, prosperity and safety. Wherever the ex-soldiers will go and settle down, they will provide the local young people more entrepreneurship, more prosperity and more hope. That is my idea. And there is no Baharwala in Kashmir. There is only traitors or the patriots. Most of the Muslim Kashmiris, they are the patriotic people. I have seen families where they have two sons. Both sons are serving army. So they are very patriotic people. When the Kashmiris go to Bangalore, Lucknow or Chennai, they buy property there, they do business there. Nobody says there, hey, you are the Baharwala Kashmiri, why are you buying property here? So it's the right of every Indian to go to Kashmir. In spite of 370, they can get the land on 99-year-old lease, and without getting anything to do with the 370, they can have the areas of hope. That is my thing. Kashmiri young people need a better future, better education centers, and better entrepreneurship, better infrastructure. The ex-soldiers, wherever they will go, they will provide that. And those, just a second, those who are opposing it are the same people who are the jihadis and who ousted Hindus from Kashmir. So why should we listen to them? Those who are listening, those people are doing injustice to the patriotic Muslims. Pardon me?
May I ask you just one question? I just want to ask you a follow-up question,
Yes.
Tarun Vijay. The question is this, you know, today I was in North Kashmir and I met these retired soldiers and I was very moved by them. Yesterday I was in South Kashmir and I actually met families of local educated boys, school toppers who are picking up the gun. So Tarunji, as you know, there is a political issue here, and the problem is that this issue is now so mired in politics that when people like you say कि बाहर वाले भी क्यों नहीं आ सकते, Kashmiris will say you are trying to dilute Article 370.
No बाहर वाला.
There is your common minimum program with the PDP. The common minimum alliance, agenda of alliance with the PDP says there will be status quo on 370. So how do you respond to this confusion?
No, Barkha, there is no Baharwala in Kashmir. There is only Indiawalas. Only Indiawalas. Those who are taking up the gun on behalf of Pakistani paisa and propaganda, we should deal them the way a traitor should be dealt with. Those who are living like an Indian and they are our blood brothers, they are our kith and kin, they should be provided all the opportunities to develop their future, and they should be internalized. I mean, there is no Baharwala in Kashmir. Everyone is Indiawala. the like Indiawala comes from Kashmir to Bangalore, Lucknow and Chennai or Calcutta, like Chennai, Calcutta, Bangalore people,
Yes.
they should go to Kashmir like an Indiawala. So there is no discrimination.
But how will you
Mufti
convince
is doing
Mehbooba
very well.
Mufti? How will
And
you convince her? How will you convince her? She has ruled this out in the assembly. She has in the assembly said
it
ye
is a
nahi
very
hoga.
small, it is a very small, minuscule minority of the Kashmiri who are working through a media propaganda and creating a fear psychosis. Ye bahar wale aa jayenge and our Muslim character will go. What is Muslim character? We have to safeguard Indian character. There is only one thing that secularism and Indian constitution provides, that Indian character should be safeguarded. And wherever Indian goes, they provide that character and they safeguard the Indian interests. That
Okay.
is my idea.
Okay, I want to now open this up for the panel. Imran Nabidar, the fact is that the National Conference made the most noise in the assembly, but the PDP says it was Omar Abdullah who chaired 4 meetings of the Senate board. Now that you're in opposition, you've changed your mind. What I don't understand is, why should Kashmiris, just because they're soldiers, be treated like they're not state subjects? They're state subjects. They're allowed to buy land. Why can't they organize themselves into a colony or a neighborhood if they want to?
First of all, Umar Saab never chaired a meeting of the RSD.
4 boards according to the PDP.
Senate
board.
The Senate board. That is what came later on. But Umar Saab was never personally chief secretary. Was present in the meetings. As far as the Sainik colony is concerned, we are not sure. As Mr. Tarun Vijay is saying again and again, repeating again and again, he's contradicting his own political, his own coalition partner here. They are saying it. PDP is saying one thing, BJP is saying another thing. It is this contradiction that is making people nervous here. It is this contradiction. It is such, I would say, that Mr. Vijay's emphasis that he
Mehbooba
is.
Mufti is saying something else and Tarun Vijay is saying something else.
You have no
But-
answer
but-
to what
but
the
main
issues I
point
raised.
Yeah, and that issue I want to put to Engineer Rashid, but
No, there is complete. We have maintained this stance that we will never allow the
But they're
colonies
state
that you
subjects.
have, that you are proposing, the
But they are
colonies
state
that you have
subjects.
in your
So,
mind,
but-
as you
but
earlier
Imran
pointed
Saab,
out
Imran
that you
Saab,
want to
Imran Saab.
plant saffron and tulip here. I don't understand that logic. What is it that you want to prove? What is it? Why do you want to force Kashmir, why do you want to thrust this nationalism on Kashmir? What is the point? What is the point of having
but I
this?
don't understand this.
What is the point of
Can I ask
having
you a
this
question?
Sainik
Imran,
colony
can I ask you a
first of all?
question? You have Colonel Sheikh sitting next to you. He's as Kashmiri as you are. He's from Kupwara. He served in the military. Is he less Kashmiri than you?
That is the second
नहीं,
part
वही
of the
तो-
argument.
वही
The
तो
first
मुद्दा
part of the
है।
argument is they need to be clear whether
Okay, I'll
the
put that to
colony is.
Tarun Vijay in a second.
They are not clear about the.
Engineer Rashid, मुझे एक प्लीज जरा आप समझा दीजिए और थोड़ी आराम से, क्योंकि आप गुस्से हो जाते हैं. नहीं, मुझे समझा दीजिए कि ये आपके साथ आपके ही एरिया के बैठे हैं कर्नल शेख, यहाँ आप ही की एरिया के बैठे हैं, आपके शायद गांव के पास के ही हैं, आप वहाँ के एमएलए हैं, कुपवाड़ा से आप दोनों हैं. क्या ये आपसे कम कश्मीरी है?
नहीं, किसने कहा?
तो अगर ये एक कॉलोनी में रहना चाहते हैं अपने ही लोगों के साथ, आप ही के लोगों के साथ, तो आपको क्या तकलीफ?
अगर आप इजाजत है
जी।
तो मैं कुछ अर्ज करूं,
जी।
क्योंकि आपने उर्दू में बात की. मेरा पॉइंट सिंपली ये है, जो हर कश्मीरी का लॉजिक है कि कोई भी सैनिक जब रिटायर होता है अपने घर को जाता है, जैसे पुलिस वाला जाए, जैसे सरकारी मुलाजिम जाए, दे आर ऑल वेल ऑफ एट देयर होम्स. इनके पास अपना घर भी है, अपनी फैमिली भी है,
They
अपनी खेती भी
retired
है.
at 40, जो एक जवान है वो 40 की
आप
उम्र
मुझे
के-
कुछ कहने दें.
जी।
इनकी अपनी खेती बाड़ी भी वहाँ पर है. मेरा सिंपल है, जिस सैनिक के पास घर में रहने को जमीन नहीं है, those who are landless, if they are provided a land or a colony there, we don't have a problem, and they are state subjects. But if they are having their own properties, they are having their own houses, what is the need, unless and until there is not a conspiracy to get them culled in a colony?
conspiracy क्या लगती है आपको?
I can tell you.
हाँ,
I
क्या
can
conspiracy?
tell you. I think that is not the issue that you are getting non-state subjects. Even if it is for the local, still we have the reservations. The main reservation is that Kashmir is here because वो कहते हैं ना, मतलब वो दूध का जला छाछ पानी भी फूंक के पीता है. मतलब मेन कंस्पिरेसी, मेन एप्रीहेंशन जो कश्मीरियों को है, पहली बात यह है कि मतलब यहाँ पे एक अपराइजिंग चल रही है 25-30 बरसों से. इंसर्जेंसी है, मिलिटेंसी है. यहाँ पर रेनिगेड्स थे. आई विल फिनिश. रेनिगेड्स थे. तो कश्मीरियों को ये डाउट लग रहा है कि फौजियों को, रिटायर्ड फौजियों को एक ही जगह जमा करके अगर कल कोई अपराइजिंग होती है, दे मे यूज द रिटायर्ड फौजीज अगेंस्ट कश्मीरीज, अगेंस्ट देयर ओन पीपल.
So you're saying कि
The
Kuka
same
Pare,
way,
a revival of Kuka Pare-
they have been using Ikhwanis.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, a Kukapare type revival.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, before I go to Brigadier Anil Gupta, I want Colonel Sheikh, because आप फौजी हैं, आप एक मिनट से आप फौजी हैं, आप इनको क्या बोलेंगे, आपके जिले के यहाँ आप इनको कैसे मनाएंगे, जो कहते हैं कि ये कंस्पिरेसी है, शेख साहब?
मैं आपको ये बताऊंगा कि मैंने 10 साल सैनिक बोर्ड में रहा हूँ एज एडिशनल डायरेक्टर, एंड होल कश्मीर वैली के एक्स सर्विसमैन को आई वाज लीडिंग। मैं हमारा देयर वाज आउटस्टैंडिंग लॉन्ग आउटस्टैंडिंग डिमांड ऑफ एक्स सर्विसमैन दैट जम्मू में देयर आर 4 कॉलोनीज, 2 कॉलोनीज बन चुका है, 2 कॉलोनीज आर इन लाइन, दे आर मतलब वो भी बनने वाली हैं।
ये क्यों जरूरी है जब ये कहते हैं कि आपके पास ऑलरेडी जमीन है, योर वेल ऑफ?
मैम ये इसीलिए जरूरी है कि जैसे एक एक्स सर्विसमैन आता है रिटायर होके, अगर वो तंगदार करना मछल केरन में रहता है तो ही कैन एजुकेट हिज चिल्ड्रन। एक मिनट जिसने रशीद साहब मेरे को बोलने दो। तो जब वो अपने बच्चों को लेके श्रीनगर आता है, उसको एक कमरा लेना पड़ता है, कमरे में उसको काफी सारा रेंट देना पड़ता है, रेंट देने से उसको काफी सारी प्रॉब्लम होती है। नाउ इफ ही वांट्स टू बाय ए लैंड फ्रॉम द सिविल अथॉरिटीज, इट इज कॉस्टिंग टू मच, ही कैन नॉट अफोर्ड दैट। सो व्हाट वी वर प्लानिंग दैट उसको अगर एक जमीन दिया जाए सब्सिडाइज गवर्नमेंट रेट पे, दैट टू इट इज ए मीगर लैंड, जो मैंने प्रपोजल बनाया। मैम आई वाज द मैन in that.
इसमें क्या तकलीफ है? इसमें before I go to Brigadier Gupta, एक line, only one line.
If it is about education, my answer to Sheikh Saab is IAS topper was Shah Faisal and he came from Kufara. He never had access to the city education. He studied in Kufara.
But why should they have?
It should not be education, please.
अगर पुलिस कॉलोनी बना सकती है, बाकी लोग बना सकते हैं, तो हमें क्या मतलब हमें क्या प्रॉब्लम?
It's a good question, but एक मिनट
एक मिनट बोलने दो मेरे को। अगर हम मतलब जब भी कोई एक्टिविटी कश्मीर में होती है, इलेक्शन होता है, वोट भी हम करते हैं, जो भी एक्शन होता है, वी आर ए पार्टी टू दैट। हम सारे उसमें हाथ बटाते हैं। वी आर नॉट ए सेपरेट आइडेंटिटी।
I agree. So you're being treated as outsiders in your own home, is what you're saying. एक मिनट, Engineer Rashid, Brigadier Gupta has not spoken. Yeah, let's allow. We'll go back to Tarun Vijay and General Malik. Brigadier Gupta, the contradiction between the PDP and the BJP, the Chief Minister saying one thing, the Deputy Chief Minister saying another. How do you explain that?
I don't
okay,
see
Baka, let me give me some time. Firstly, I would like to say, can I please, can you please keep quiet?
Okay,
can you please keep quiet and let me speak?
Tarunji, 1 minute.
Can you please let me speak?
Brigadier Gupta of the BJP from Jammu is speaking. Yes, please speak. Brigadier Gupta, yes.
Yeah. Firstly, let me make my point that is there any wrong that if a soldier wants to dream big for his family? You see, the soldiers' families stay in the remote areas, has been brought out by every speaker. Now, if he wants his family to stay in a place where there are basic facilities of education, medical, connectivity are there, why should he be denied that? That is one. Secondly, the contradiction is not there at all. I will come later. The statement made by the spokesperson of National Conference is not factually correct. I have the minutes of meeting signed in which Umar Abdullah was present in 2011 and 2012 meeting of the Rajya Sainik Board held in Jammu in Raj Bhavan. So to say that he was not present, Chief Secretary was present is not correct. Not only he was present, Raman Balla, the Minister of Revenue, was also present in that meeting. So this NC Congress government, which was earlier party to it, and they had allowed it and now made a political issue. It's not a political issue, for God's sake. It's a social issue.
They never allowed it.
A social issue.
Sir,
Don't
they
make
never
it a
allowed
issue.
it. They never allowed it.
Please.
Sir, they never allowed it. NC government never allowed it.
They had signed the minutes of the meeting.
So please respond to that.
They had signed the minutes of the meeting.
Let him respond.
They did not disapprove it. They did not.
Let him briefly respond.
Now, as far as please. No, let me say, as far as you are saying, please, just a minute.
I need him to respond to that. Okay, quickly.
Naeem, it is Naeem Akhtar who has on the floor of the assembly said that, just please let me now respond to your question. Naeem Akhtar, the education minister of the present PDP-BJP government, on the floor of the assembly has said that Umar Saab was never present in the meetings. I am quoting Naeem Saab here. I don't know what papers that you have with you. But that is not the point. The point here is, the point is that NC government never took that initiative.
But you did move in that
No,
direction.
we never
Did you move in that direction?
No, we never
Okay,
moved in
I
that
want to
direction.
go to General
Because
Malik.
there
I
were
want to go to General Malik.
apprehensions, there were apprehensions.
Just a
that-
minute.
The apprehensions that
Barka, let me
that
speak.
came from
Barka, you
Mr.
had
Tarun
asked me a
Vijay.
question
This
of
is the
contradiction.
apprehensions that
Let me
Kashmir
clarify
has.
that.
And
30 seconds.
the apprehensions
30
that
seconds.
Barka,
Kashmiris
can I
usually
clarify
have,
the question of
they
contradiction?
always come to be true. It's a place.
Yes, quickly.
30
I
seconds.
want to go to General Malik, Brigadier Gupta, and then lots of people speaking. I want to go
See,
to Tarun
there is-
Vijay, then Engineer Rashid. Brigadier Gupta, please. Yes.
There is no
Please.
contradiction between the PDP and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mehbooba Mufti, the Chief Minister, in a statement on 28 May in the floor of the House has said that the Sainik colonies will be only for the state subjects. And so far, no land has been identified by the government. She has never said that Sainik colonies will not be made. So there is no contradiction at all.
So far she
now let me say one more thing.
Okay, let me put this to
You
General
see
Malik.
this-
I know I have to interrupt you, sir. I have to go to General. No, I have to go to General Malik. I'll come back
Okay.
to you. General Malik,
Okay.
1 minute, sir.
Okay.
I'm on limited
Okay.
time, please. General Malik, you said you can't understand the halabaloo. But there are those here who are bringing up again and again. Engineer Rashid says this could be the revival of Ikhwanis. Separatists say they're going to try and change our demographics. Imran of the National Conference also says, and Omar Abdullah said this, that this is a ruse or could be a ruse to bring in non-state subjects. General Malik.
Firstly, I do not know why we have brought in politics in an institution which is totally apolitical. Tell me one defense colony or Sainik colony which has turned into politics. I can't see any such colony all over India. So that is my first worry. Why have you brought politics into this whole issue? Second is
Because, sir, it's their
you
decision.
follow your
Because, sir,
common
it's their
minimum
decision.
program.
Sir, it's the government's decision. Sir, it's the government's decision. How can I leave politics out, General Malik?
This is what I am trying to. This is what I am trying to. Barkha, this is what I am trying to say. Please listen to me. I am saying that you follow that within your common minimum program. You follow within that common minimum program. Now, common minimum program doesn't say that you don't look after the welfare of your own personnel who have joined the armed forces. So you follow your common minimum program and develop these colonies so that the welfare of your own people who have joined the armed forces and their children, that can be looked after. So I feel that this is a discrimination against the soldiers, the people who joined the armed forces from Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay. Now I have to start taking last comments. Tarun Vijay, I come back to you. You say there is no Bahar Wala, there is only Indian Wala. But the common minimum program clearly says status quo on Article 370. So when you say that this should be open to all, is that not actually adding to the apprehensions of the people here and actually obstructing the passage of any proposal for Sainik colonies, Tarunji?
No, I have full respect for Mehbooba and she is doing very well. Those who are denying Sainik colony or the Chirag-e-Ummeed in Kashmir, they are violating the spirit of the constitution. The constitution must reign supreme. A soldier must have a right to decide whether he would like to stay or make a house in Coimbatore or Kupwara. He is the defender of the country. And Mehbooba has to take a call on this because Sainiks or the Chirag-e-Ummeed, which I say them, are the defenders of the country. These small people represent none. They don't represent the Kashmiri Muslim majority. They represent just political profit. India should be the only country in the world where the political profit politicians, they play with the soldiers' issue. No country would allow that. So let this remain out of the political realm and let the colonies not, the cities of hope be progressed and let them settle down. Most of the Kashmiris would love it because they like to have a better future, not these small petty-minded people.
Okay.
Allow me
Okay, I'm going to say thank you to Tarun Vijay ji and General Malik, VP Malik. I'm taking last comments from the rest of the panel. Thank you, Tarun Vijay and General Malik. Very quick last comment, Engineer Rashid.
Yeah, give me uninterrupted 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
First, what Tarun Vijay has been saying, it has given me a reason that why we should oppose the Sainik colonies. Number two, if education is the concern, I am an MLA. My son, he is reading in class 10th, he is studying in a government school in a remote area in Langate. If he can get a better education there, I can satisfy my conscience. Why can't a retired soldier get an education there? Number three, there are no colonies for retired policemen. It is wrong. Then tomorrow, MLAs will demand a Senate colony, retired engineers will demand a a colony for
Separate
themselves.
colony.
Everybody will
But
demand
you
a
have
separate
MLA
colony.
co-
and
you
I
have
just-
MLA housing.
No, but
separate?
that is only till the
Serving.
date.
The
As
serving.
long as when,
Oh,
please,
okay.
just 10
Bole,
seconds.
bole,
Just 10
bole.
seconds. Just 10 seconds. I
Bole.
will not say anything harsh. I will not annoy you. The
No, you
last
never
thing,
annoy
the
me.
last thing what I want to say is to Tarun Vijay or others that please, for God's sake, what Kashmiris feel is that it is a attempt to deviate from the genuine issue of Jammu and Kashmir. First, have a political resolution to the issue,
So let
and then
Brigadier
do what
Gupta
you
or
want to do.
BJP respond to that. Brigadier Gupta, please respond to Engineer Rashid. You're deviating from the main political issue.
See, firstly, no, we are not. We are very clear it is for state subjects only. Let there be no two thoughts on it. Now, Engineer Rashid's thought process, I see, is skewed. He is trying to compare soldiers with policemen, with engineers, with other people who stay throughout their life in their own hometowns. These soldiers, after serving 20 to 25 years in remote areas away from his home, wants to come back to his hometown.
Sir,
and he
Kashmir
wants
is no
a
better
decent
what soldiers
life
have done
for
here.
his family. So, please listen to me now.
I agree with
So, and now you
Kashmir
see,
is no better what soldiers have done here, sir.
the
We have
term
lost
they have been
80,000
using,
lives, mostly of them
the term
at the
here,
hands of
the term
soldiers.
the separatists and
We are
Engineer
not
Rashid is
asking
using,
anyone.
that these Sainik colonies will be fortified
not question
and
of
dens of
separatists.
conspiracy
No.
against the Kashmiri people.
I am not
I
asking
think it's an
soldiers who have
insult.
committed
It's
crimes
an
against
insult to the
humanity. Our
forefathers of
soldiers
those
have fought a lot,
soldiers
who are worried about
whose
their colonies.
forefathers
But
have
you don't
shed
care
blood
about our human
for
rights.
saving this valley from the invaders. Now, such
Okay,
people are
Imran, 15
just
seconds.
trying to.
Brigadier
They got so
people
used to
Tarun
staying in a
Vijay
monolithic
who
society.
have no idea what the common minimum program is, or
Brigadier Gupta, thank you.
it is clearly evident that the government in Jammu and Kashmir is not being run by the local players here. It is being run from people outside.
And ma'am,
This
sorry,
is what
for the best
this
of
is
my
what Mr.
knowledge,
Tarun
Umar
Vijay
Saab has
has.
been part of that
This is
meeting.
what
You're
Tarun
saying
Vijay-
Umar,
Yes,
you're saying
yes, he has been.
please respond to
But
that.
it is
That
not,
Umar
it is
Abdullah
not a
was at the
domestic
meeting.
issue
No,
between
he
Umar
was-
Abdullah and
he
Mahbub
would not
Mufti.
have been-
It is
he
not
would not
a,
have been
issue
part
between
of this
these two
particular
parties.
meeting.
It's the issue of the state. Why we always try to
Sheikh
deviate
Saab,
things
last
by
word.
just
Will
bringing
I have
Umar Abdullah and
to
Mahbub
Akhri-
Mufti.
Akhri-
It is
Akhri-
not their
That is not the
property.
point. I mean, that is
Akhri
not the
sentence.
point.
मैं एक ही चीज बताऊंगा कि we are discussing I don't know what issue, but the main issue is that the proposal which is there, it only says clearly that it is only for the state subject and nothing
और
else.
उसमें
ma'am.
क्या तकलीफ है राशिद साहब?
तकलीफ मैम सिर्फ पहले ये है, पहले मुझे बताइए, अच्छी बात है आप बनवाइए लोकल्स के लिए से निकालिए, लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? एंड नंबर 2,
Okay.
you have not punished even a single army man who has committed atrocity against Kashmir.
No, that's not
If you
true,
treat
and
the-
that is reopening
if you-
the Machil encounter,
Oh,
life
but
terms,
what happened at the
life
end of the day?
terms,
What
life
happened at-
terms.
but
That
if
is
you
a
can
whole,
have Abdul Guru,
that
why
is a
not-
different
why not-
debate. He has
why
not
not
committed.
capital punishment for them?
No, 1 minute.
Yes.
You have taken it to a different direction.
No,
If there are
I don't
human
want
rights violations, they have to be punished. That doesn't mean Sheikh Saab from Kupwara should be punished. I have to leave it
I
there.
have already
I have to
said,
leave
ma'am,
it
I have
there. I
already
have to
said
leave it
if he
there.
needs a house here, if he's a houseless,
Now you will have
if
to
he
take this
doesn't have
debate
the land,
offline.
we are ready
Brigadier
to give him the
Gupta,
land.
okay,
We are ready to give him
ab-
the
ab-
land.
ab-
But if he is well off
By-
at his home, what is the requirement to get here?
Okay, now,
and give him a colony?
Engineer Rashid, you said you would not annoy me. Ab aap please chup ho jaiye because the program is
Ma'am,
over.
we can
I
capture
have
the
to
land.
close.
We can
We are
capture the
closing
land.
now.
Last-
No, I
last
have to
point.
close. Thank you so much. This debate doesn't seem to be reaching any resolution. It's also mired both in politics and in misinformation. Political parties will have to answer that if it's only for state subjects, what exactly is the opposition? Now, let's end with what happened in the elections in Anantnag today. It's over to you, Zafar. We saw a reduced turnout, but the big headline, of course, was that there was no violence.
That's true. Indeed, there was no violence. I visited many polling booths in South Kashmir, in Anantnag today. Mehbooba Mufti was there. She was personally going to all the polling booths, meeting with her supporters. Obviously, she is the chief minister. It's an important election for her, the first election that she is contesting after becoming the chief minister. But what's more important, that PDP and BJP, they come together and form the government. Now, there's an impression that the PDP's graph has come down. Mehbooba Mufti herself said that it's not a popular alliance before becoming the chief minister. So what is the situation on the ground? We'll obviously have to wait when the results will come out. Barkat.
All right, thank you so much, Zafar. That's it on our Kashmir Diaries tonight. We have been bringing you special reports from across the state every day this week, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another edition of the Kashmir Diaries from on the ground here in the valley tomorrow night at 8 p.m. From the entire Buck Stops Here team, thank you so much for watching and see you tomorrow night.